Hello everybody, and welcome to this week's energy update for October 24th through to the 31st. My name is Rebecca, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome. I'm so excited and pleased to have you. So with these energy updates, this is where I will be going into this week's themes and energetic updates, anything that needs to come through for the collective, as well as going into any sort of channeled guidance that I receive as I do this reading for us. So to dive into those themes for this week, we have angels and auras, we have releasing control, expansion, closing doors, evaluation and adjustment, psychic revelations and visions, holding ourselves back, seizing opportunities for greatness, releasing the old, and new beginnings. So we have a really straightforward week in a lot of ways with some very strong dominating themes. And what I was really hearing for this week is really allowing ourselves to tap in and focus solely on these specific themes of releasing and welcoming in the new. This is a huge theme as we go into the eclipse that's happening here in October. And as we shift into November, there's some strong astrological events that are taking place that are really helping us to receive new downloads, new insights into ourselves, into our purpose, as well as helping us really let go of the old ways of being. So this week, we're really getting a strong focus on this and to really allow ourselves to feel that support and safety as we continue through this big shift and change that each of us are experiencing. So one of the biggest messages was a message of support. So immediately when I sat down to meditate and to channel, the first thing I saw was angels and seeing these auras that are coming through. So a lot of times when I work with angels, they'll either show me themselves as themselves, so showing themselves up as how they look or how they appear, or I will begin to see their aura, so their color, their light that they give off. And with that, I was really hearing this week to be mindful of working with your angels and to be mindful of any sort of subtle auras or energies that you may pick up throughout this week. And what I was really hearing was like, remember to gather the evidence that they are with you and that you were supported even through these shifting and challenging times. So with that, I was really hearing it's important for us to become aware of the synchronicities, to become aware of any subtle energies or auras that we might personally see, because I'm seeing a lot of us, especially if you're more open in your clairvoyance, being able to tangibly see these colors, tangibly see these auras as they come around you and are with you. So being very mindful of visualizations this week, meditating, and really calling in specific angels was really highlighted as well to help you through these transitions, to help you really seek out your life purpose, and specifically the angels. So if you're someone, you work a lot with your ancestors, you work a lot with your animals, that's wonderful, but I'm really hearing it's like, don't forget about your angels, because all of us have angels that are here to assist us and that can specifically help us with what we're going through right now. So get a little bit of education on them. If you're unfamiliar with your archangels, with what angels to do work with, really begin to explore that and get further education. That was very highlighted this week. But overall, this main message that we're not alone, we're supported, we have our guides at our beck and call, and it's up to us to remember to invite them in every single day to help us feel supported, to help us feel safe, even as we go through these powerful times of change. So I was really hearing it was important to keep refreshed as well. So calling in guides that can help refresh your energies, clear your energy fields. This was a very strong message as well this week. So if there's a lot of negativity, if you're feeling a little bit lower vibration, remember to be conscious of your own energy and working with your own energy. So clearing, using sage, doing an aura cleanse, using crystals, allowing yourself to call in guides that can do this on your behalf. So calling in your angels to clear negative energies from within and around you, within your environment, really getting creative and really allowing yourself to welcome in support. Very strong theme. And this was the first theme that wanted to present for us this week. So very important. Okay, so from there we have releasing control. So allowing room for the ebb and flow. So a lot of times it can be really hard for us as human beings to surrender, to let things happen organically as they should. And especially when we are aware that there's powerful shifts, that there are things that are happening in life for us to release, we tend to want to hasten this process and we want to get through it as quickly as possible. And so a lot of times we try to force things, we try to speed things up before they're ready, before we've really had the opportunity to learn from what these experiences are showing us. And so I'm really hearing this week to slow down, to surrender this need to control events or outcomes, or even with our dreams. I'm seeing some of us get very attached. And this was a theme last week as well that's carrying through this week, to release those attachments to outcomes and to things that we're trying to control or dictate. So take an honest evaluation this week. Where am I holding on to specific outcomes? Where am I trying to navigate things in a specific direction? And where can I surrender more? Where can I really allow myself to feel safe wherever I am? And whatever stage I'm in my healing or journey and spiritual expansion and evolution. And this is also a very strong highlight this week, is feeling safe, okay? So allowing Mother Earth, allowing your guides, allowing yourself to support and nourish you, especially in these times of unknown, because it's scary for us. If we've never ventured into this new territory before, which a lot of us are facing this big new beginning, that can be intimidating. That can be daunting. That can make us feel afraid, because it's like, what if I make a mistake? What if I make a wrong decision or make a wrong turn? And what if there's more hurt and more despair ahead? Or what if there's this? And I'm seeing our mind run away with us this week. So very important to regain control of your thoughts this week. And we have a message of unnecessary worries. Okay, so with that, it's like, how can I see what am I carrying around with me in my own mind every single day? And where am I allowing myself to give my power to things that are really unnecessary? So taking that honest evaluation. What am I worrying about that's not necessary to worry about? What am I taking on that's not necessary to take on? Where am I allowing my power, my thoughts to run away with me? And what is the truth that is presenting? And with that, it's like getting this evaluation of where you currently are, what the reality really is, and getting clarity around why we might have been afraid in the first place. So why am I so afraid? Why is it that I feel I need to control the outcome? Is it because I am afraid of making a mistake? Is it because I've made my inner child feel like they need to be in constant control for protection? And it's like, allow yourself to go deeper into those questions and get that introspection, okay? Very strong message here with that as well, to allow yourself to go in and really meditate on why you're afraid. And sometimes it might be a simple answer such as, I'm a human being and I'm not sure where I'm going. I feel stuck. I feel afraid. I'm not sure what the next steps are. And it's like, allow yourself to take that deep breath in, to befriend the fear and go, I'm going to go ahead anyway. I know I'm scared. I know I'm unsure, but I am brave. I am courageous, and I have the power to take those next steps regardless. And I'm really seeing us make this commitment to self this week to release control, to surrender, and allow yourself to really move forward and know and assure yourself that it's safe for you to grow. Okay, so what I wrote here was releasing control, allowing room for the ebb and flow, release the need to know, all is in hand, you are safe. And from this theme, we move right into this theme of expansion. So when we let go, when we surrender, this is when that expansion is free to come in then. And what I was really seeing was this higher learning, this shifting of perspectives, and specifically perspectives on our past and how we've lived life thus far. So a lot of us perhaps have been feeling stuck. Perhaps we've been feeling a little bit frustrated in the journey thus far or where we are currently. And what I'm really hearing, it's like, allow yourself to expand these perspectives of what you're going through or where you've come from. And I'm seeing this new perspective come in where we're gracefully seeing all the possibilities in life's challenges, where we're allowing ourselves to claim happiness by shifting our perspectives of fear to love and really getting clarity around power this week. So what is within our personal power to change? What is within our personal power to do? And how can we take control? How can we take the driver's seat in things that we can make a change in a positive way? And I'm seeing a lot of us fear, in the sense of this unknown. And as we've mentioned this in this last theme, it's like allowing those fears to run away with us, but coming to this higher knowledge that we at any time can make the choice to lead with love and to get that higher perspective of life. So when you're in fear, I'm really hearing it's important to do a few things this week. So there's some suggestions here. So number one is get that big picture. And I'm seeing us do that through journaling this week, releasing what we need to through writing. Really therapeutic. And I'm really hearing allow yourself to go deep into what those fears are showing you, what they're teaching you, and what the truth really is. Okay, so using your journals this week is very highlighted. We next have this energy of clearing the energies that we're feeling. So you can do this by, once again, clearing your own energy fields, and also a burning bowl ritual I'm seeing this week. So allowing yourselves to burn away in the fire anything that is holding you back, anything you feel you no longer want to hold on to, that's time to let go. I'm seeing a lot of us write down our sadness, our fear, our pain, our distress, our perspectives of the past, and we're truly ready to release them. And so with that, it's like use that ceremony, use that burning bowl ritual this week to really allow yourself to transform those energies and to really call in your angels to clear, cancel, and delete any lingering negativity that we're feeling left over from the past. So with that, we're closing doors to begin new chapters, to have a fresh beginning. So what I wrote here was, how do you want to write this next one? What do you want this new chapter to truly be for yourself? And how do you want to become more free? Okay, so once again, maybe use these questions as journal prompts this week. Allow yourself to really dive deep. Where do I need to free myself more? Where do I want my next chapter to go? What direction do I want to go? And how can I truly let go of the past, of a relationship, of a job, of any sort of commitments that are depleting me, to welcome in the new? So I want to read this card that I pulled for us and I thought was so perfect, and I really wanted to read out loud for us today. So the card is called A New Day. And what it says here, it says, let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that has run its course, a job that has lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. And I thought, what a perfect card to pull for this week, because this is exactly what's taking place. So if you need to re-listen to this, rewind and do so. But what I'm really hearing, it's like, allow yourself to free yourself. Okay, so very strong themes this week. It's like, even when we're going through these challenges of feeling like nothing can get better, or we're stuck or stagnant, or challenges are just overwhelming us, it's like, remember that sometimes things need to fall apart. And they're showing me the Tower card in tarot. So letting the tower fall down that was on an unsteady, unsupportive foundation, letting it fall so we can rebuild and create new, strong, solid foundations for life and our dreams. So it's like, notice the blessings that are happening in disguise this week, and really take control in the areas of your life that you can, where it's like, okay, how can I choose love over fear? How can I see this as beneficial for me? How can I feel how I feel and acknowledge those things, not going into that toxic positivity, but how can I feel everything I'm feeling, but choose now to move forward in a way that's uplifting and empowering for me. Okay, very strong message. And with that, I'm really seeing, once again, leading with our instinct. So with this, it's like, how can I trust my intuition with this forward movement and where I want to go? And what I was really hearing is, once again, lead with the heart over the head. So a lot of times our first inclination is to use logic. Well, this is what's logical for me. This is what makes most sense. But remember that sometimes as human beings, we cannot see the full picture yet. We cannot see exactly what the universe has in store for us. And perhaps we're thinking too small. Perhaps we're only seeing one side of the story. And it's like, allow yourself to, once again, go into your intuition and use your instinct, your gut, to make decisions moving forward. So as we release things, as we face these challenges, as we face these choices, what do I need to let go? What do I want to choose now? Use your instinct and your intuition in balance with your logic. And remember to keep that mind, those thoughts, those fear-based thoughts at bay, okay? Remembering and acknowledging what is coming from fear and what is coming from love, because there's a very big difference between making decisions because we're fearful or making decisions from the heart, from what's right for us, even if it's scary. So differentiate between them this week. And once again, I'm saying journaling, be your friend. Journal, journal, journal this week to allow yourself to get those deeper insights and revelations so you can make the right choices for yourself, okay? So very beautiful. So with that, we move into surprise, evaluation, and adjustments that are needed and required. So some big ones that I was seeing here that were needing prioritizing was health, home, work, and happiness. So where are you feeling unbalanced in those areas? Where are you needing to say no? And where are you needing to say yes to yourself? So something I say all the time to people, especially when we are facing challenges and creating healthy boundaries, it's like every time you come across the situation where there's this need to please or there's this need to cross your own boundaries, remember that saying no is saying yes to yourself. So each time this week that comes up, remember that statement. Each time I say no, I say yes to myself. Very strong and beautiful thing to remember when we're facing these choices, okay? So where do I need to make adjustments? Where do I need to prioritize myself more, my health more, my home more, my happiness more, and think more in terms of life being a plethora of options for me, because I'm seeing some of us get caught up in our bubble of what we're familiar with. So this is what I know life to be. But once again, we're limiting the possibilities that could abound around us. So this week, open up your heart to see what's possible. See the limitless potential of you and of life itself, because your whole life could really change in one day. So remember that. Don't get too caught up in what is happening right now, what you can just see in front of you, because there's so many things that can come in and change your life in the matter of a moment, in the matter of a day. So it's like, remember that as you make these adjustments, and remember that every time you make these adjustments and bring more balance, the more space is created for you to welcome in those changes. Welcome in the new, okay? So very important. I'm also seeing health once again be highlighted here this week. So loving up your body and cherishing your body and really allowing yourself to listen to it, because I'm hearing a lot of us have been ignoring the call of our body. We've been ignoring and pushing and surpassing its limitations, and we're used to doing this, and I'm seeing some of us get stuck in this pattern of struggle and strive. So reevaluate your health this week. Where am I pushing too hard? Where am I not giving myself the rest I need? Where am I not listening to my body and what it's asking of me? And I'm seeing a lot of us needing to get more in touch with our physical selves and less dependent on the mind. Because I'm seeing, once again, they're showing me a lot of energy up in our headspace and less in our physical. So in our physical body, we need to get in touch with that. Our intuition, our gut, our instincts. This is the week to really go and allow that energy to come from the head into the body, so there can be a proper balance of both, okay? Very strong message here. Next, we have psychic revelations and visions. So new profound insights and truths. And what I wrote after this was, what do you stand for? What is your truth? What needs to be free? So I'm seeing this week be very powerful for our intuition. So really, once again, listen. As we move into Halloween, Samhain, this beautiful time where the veil is thin, this is the time for us to take true advantage of connection with our guides. Remembering that is our first theme this week. Connect with your angels, connect with your guides. Really, really enjoy this time to really get in touch with this other world, okay? Dive deep, gain your insights, gain your clarity, and I'm seeing this come through very easily this week. So psychic revelations. So what's to come for you? What do you need to know in your future? So I'm seeing a lot of us who have this psychic gift really get that clarity of what is coming forward for us. I'm seeing the Akashic records open up for us. And once again, I'm hearing easily. So easily this is taking place. I'm seeing a lot of light codes. I'm seeing a lot of this transition that's coming in, where it's like, allow yourself to travel, allow yourself to flow, to meditate, and to really dive deep so you can get your clarity and your answers this week. Very strong message here. So what is your truth? what needs to be free. I thought this is very interesting. So I feel like some of these downloads that we are getting are going to be surrounding our personal truths, surrounding what we need to shed so we can become the best versions of ourselves, so we can become the person we've been sent here to be and move further into that divine life purpose. And with that, there's a side theme of communication this week. So perhaps when we get this download, perhaps when we get these insights, there's going to be some communication that will need to happen after this, where we need to clarify in our world, in our relationships, where our plans are now, who we are now, what we're moving into now. Perhaps there's going to be these conversations of making it or breaking it. I am seeing some of us need to let certain connections dissolve and let them go. And I'm seeing this be hard, but at the same time, very meant to be, if that makes sense. And we're getting a lot of this information around karmic connections in this eclipse season. So any residual karma being cleared and released, and I'm seeing this happen within our relationships. So expect endings and new beginnings with this. I'm seeing a lot of us end patterns, relationships, or things that no longer serve us, so we can create a new, fresh start in our relationships, in our lives, in ways that serve us now. So if there's been an unhealthy pattern within your relationship dynamic, it's like allow that to end, allow that pattern to be done, and create this new healthy way of living and being with each other. And I'm saying for some of us needing to actually have a full cutoff, so we can be free to be ourselves. I'm definitely seeing relationships very highlighted this week. Removing toxic relationships, people that are negative in our lives that just don't build us up, and really searching out people that do. Who lights you up? Who's in your corner? Who supports you? Who truly loves you? Very important to analyze this week. And I'm seeing this be like an answer to a lot of our prayers. So if a lot of you have been unsure about where you stand in your relationships or in life in general, I'm seeing a lot of these answers come in this week. And with that, I'm seeing we are revealed where we've been holding back our voice, where we've been hiding ourselves, where we haven't been fully true. And this is really allowing us for this personal growth to come through, to go, okay, I'm not going to continue to hide. I'm going to reveal myself. I'm going to be honest about how I feel, who I am, without apologizing for that. And I'm seeing us really make leaps and bounds in our personal growth this week, big time. So it's really beautiful. Then we have the theme of seizing opportunities for greatness and joy. So a lot of times when we go into sharing our truths, a lot of us find that difficult, where it's like, well, now I have to impose this on others, or now I need to say something when I haven't for so long. And it's uncomfortable for us, especially if we're used to putting others above ourselves consistently. And what I'm seeing now, though, is when we do this, when we finally break free from this cycle of people pleasing and doing this true and honest work, we free ourselves and we allow ourselves to now be in this state of joy, because it's like, okay, I see that I've deserved to be free. I see that I deserved to speak my truth. And your whole throat chakra is opening. You're freeing yourself. You're being in your authenticity for perhaps the first time in a long time. And I'm seeing this freedom and joy that happens. And it's like, I am free to step into all of me now. I am free to be all of who have been meant to be unapologetically. And the joy that blossoms from this is just outstanding. And I'm really seeing this really come through, where we're allowing ourselves now to share who we are, to believe in ourselves and go, you know what? I'm going to believe I'm awesome. I'm going to believe that I am worth the beauty of life, that I'm worth pursuing my dreams, that I'm worth speaking my truth and sharing all of me, even if others don't like it. And I'm seeing this freedom, real freedom come in where we're celebrating ourselves. We're stepping into greatness. We're claiming our joy. And what I'm really seeing with this, it's like, don't allow joy to come to you, seize it yourself. So very strong theme this week of taking hold of joy where we can, taking hold of these opportunities to showcase our greatness, to share ourselves, and really doing that, like watching for opportunities to do that. So when we're in conversations with others, don't hold back. Share yourself. Showcase what you can do. Tell others who you are. Let them in on what you've become and who you've become. And really beautiful, this reveal of who you are is really coming through here. And it's absolutely stunning energy. So with this, we release old blockages to step into the light. So with this, we have new beginnings, fresh starts happening. We have huge presence of the Ascended Masters this week. So all of these ascended, enlightened beings that are helping us, helping activate us, activate the world. And what they're showing me, it's like the world itself on this planetary level is shedding these old skins. It's releasing these dense energies. It's raising in vibration so we can all come back to this unity again. And it was a few weeks back that I said this in an energy update where we're really coming back to oneness and harmony, and we're really learning to let go of anything that's bringing about separation or division. So really highlighted again this week here where this new beginning, this fresh start is coming for each of us as individuals to really see how we're worthy, to really see how we can harmonize our lives and in turn bring harmony to the collective energies as well. Really beautiful. So last message was choosing wisely in what we participate in now, what we're consciously choosing now, where we want to move forward in now. And with that, this illumination comes in, this clarity, this focus to really self-express and to manifest our creative endeavors, to manifest inspiration and bring it forward in this physical form. So really beautiful week that we have ahead of us. And I know each of you, regardless of what challenges come your way, have so much support in this, so much love flowing through to help you and to know that there's hope. All of these challenges are coming forward for us to release the old so we can truly embrace these new beginnings for ourselves. So do all that you can this week to take care of yourself, to clear your energies, to focus on pampering and loving yourself more than you ever have before. Set that intention that you are going to be there for you, that you're going to be that loving parent to yourself, that you're going to make those changes and leaps and bounds and have the courage to do so, because I'm seeing you be so very blessed in this, my friends. So beautiful messages this week. I really hope you enjoyed our weekly reading. And if you did, please let me know. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Have a beautiful and blessed week.